your outfit.
Thank you.
Is it from your culture? Can you describe
No,
it?
actually, this is Gabriela Hurst. So she's from Uruguay, and she's been really working with actually the indigenous people from her part of the world and putting that in her designs.
That is beautiful.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
thank you.
So I really felt connected in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Like I was represented it. And I think people are looking for that, to see themselves represented. I'm from Mexico, and I just love the way that stronger together, it's better. Like
Yes.
if we unite.
Yes.
How do you feel represented in this movie, your culture?
Oh, I've loved how my culture's been represented in both of the movies. I feel, I grew up in Southern Africa. We're speaking a Southern African language. I've also grew up, having grown up in Africa, just to see the way so many aspects of the African expression and experience are really given light and given exposure in a way that you just never see. But it's, it's a fictional place, but it's rooted in a lot of real aspects of the cultures across the continent that were very specifically drawn from and respected. And so to me, that's like, and also just showing the gamut of African characters that exist that you also rarely get to see on on this scale. So really getting the feel of a world where, there's so many different types of people can exist is also something we don't see too much. Right. So I felt very much represented. I love the idea, and I felt that in both movies, of course. And I love the idea that now it's even been extended to Black and brown people, and I think that's really cool.
The Mayan culture. Did you learn anything that you were like, oh my God, this is very surprising to me about the Mayan culture? And what are the similarities between the African American culture and the Maya Mesoamerica?
I would say in terms of I'd say the African culture that's in the film and the Mayan culture. I mean, I would say, or the Talacanil, I would say there's definitely a great deal of real respect for tradition. You know what I mean? And that's something that I think is very crucial for the existence and the sustenance of the people from both places. And that was very vivid.
The character that you created, because you have a character, but you created it yourself pretty much, was very emotional. You guys deal with anger, grief. How did you deal with that? Because I know you felt a little displaced with your character.
Well, she was in a place of displacement. I think I was in a place of displacement as an actor, losing our leading man, who's also my dear brother in Chadwick, who I'd always expected to come back to this movie and be with. So to not have him there was displacing and different from, of course, the first time. But she's of course dealing with the actual process of grief is deeply connected with displacement. You're not where you want to be, and that got even more intensified for her in the course of this narrative. And so to see that journey take place, to go through that with her rather, was very, it was intense. It was intense. And I had to allow her to live in all the places that were real for her in terms of, and that I understood. When your identity is placed in something and in a role in life, and you live in a sense of not only being very much in control and a bit of a control freak, which you have to be, you're the head of an army, but also you hold yourself to a standard of failure is not an option. And I think we're in a culture often where failure is not an option, but sometimes failure happens. And what happens then?
We have to work harder.
Yeah. Well, we have to allow ourselves to be human.
Yes.
You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. And she did. But how does she navigate that?
That's very emotional. Thank you so much. And I'm very happy for you. And I am hoping to see you in Black Panther 3 as well.
Okay, well, thank you.
I can't wait for it.
Appreciate that. Thank you.